及经贸商机新世纪说明会。活动即将开始，请贵宾尽速就座，全程也请佩戴口罩。中美洲经贸办事处特别为大家准备精美的口罩，待会儿我们会一起戴上口罩大合照，也欢迎大家可以戴上主办单位为大家精心准备的口罩。Simultaneous interpretation service will be provided. Please turn to Channel 1 for Chinese and Channel 2 for English. 本活动全程提供中英文同步口译服务，中文为频道1，英文为频道2。我们也提醒贵宾，在您的名牌背面呢有说明会简报连接的 QR code， 欢迎可以扫描下载会议资料。You can also scan the QR code on the back of the badge to download information of the seminar. And we will begin shortly. Thank you. 那在此也提醒我们的贵宾，我们待会儿在精彩的演讲结束之后呢，会有问答的环节。如果各位贵宾在听到在简报的过程当中有任何问题的话，您可以将问题写在纸上，交给工作人员，我们之后会在 Q&A 的环节一并回答，或者是您也可以在 Q&A 的环节举手回答。谢谢。We would also like to remind you that we will have a Q&A session today. You can either write out the questions on a piece of paper and hand it to our staff, or during the Q&A session, you can raise your hand and then raise your questions later. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Honorable John Briceño, Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Economic Development and Investment of Belize, with a warm round of applause. 请热烈掌声欢迎贝里斯总理兼财政经济发展及投资部部长布里先纽阁下机访团。Welcome, Prime Minister. Please be seated. Thank you. 好，各位贵宾，请就座。Thank you. Please be seated. 各位贵宾，请就座。Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to the seminar on the new era of investment and business opportunities stimulated by the Economic Cooperation Agreement between Taiwan and Belize. 各位贵宾，欢迎莅临台湾贝里斯经济合作协定投资及经贸商机新世纪说明会。Taiwan and Belize have enjoyed stable diplomatic ties and are committed to promoting economic and trade cooperation. The ECA between Taiwan and Belize officially entered into force on January 15, 2022. To help investors better understand the industries and investment opportunities in Belize, as well as the benefits of the ECA, the Central America Trade Office, Embassy of Belize, Chinese International Economic Cooperation Association, and Latin America Business Council jointly organized today's seminar, hoping to create a win-win scenario for mutual benefit and reciprocity between our two countries. 台湾与贝里斯除了享有稳固邦谊，更致力于推动双方经贸合作。2022年1月15日，台贝经济合作协定正式生效。 为了协助台湾投资人更加了解贝国的产业环境与投资商机，以及台贝经济合作协定能够为两国带来的贸易优惠，中美洲经贸办事处、贝里斯驻台大使馆、国经协会及中南美经贸协会共同举办了今天的说明会，盼能创造台贝经贸互惠互利及合作双赢之局面。So before we begin, we would like to introduce the distinguished guests. Please rise and wave to us when your name is called. 我们在活动开始前，先为各位介绍今天的与会贵宾，麻烦请唱到名的贵宾起立挥手致意。Please put your hands together to welcome the Honorable John Briceño, Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Economic Development and Investment of Belize. 贝里斯总理兼财政经济发展及投资部部长傅宇先有阁下。让我们欢迎 Honorable Iman Courtney, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade and Immigration of Belize. 贝里斯外交、外贸及移民部科特尼部长阁下。Honorable Francis Fonseca, Minister of Education, Culture, Science and Technology of Belize. 贝里斯教育、文化及科技部冯塞卡部长阁下。Honorable Jose Mai, Minister of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise of Belize. 贝里斯农业、粮食安全及企业部麦义部长阁下，待会儿会加入我们。让我们欢迎 Ambassador Stuart Leslie, Chief Cabinet Secretary and Chief of Staff of Belize. 贝里斯内阁秘书长莱斯里阁下。His Excellency Jaime Briceño, Ambassador of Investment of Belize. 贝里斯投资暨贸易部海文阁下。And please welcome Ambassador Alexander Daveyu, Vice Minister of Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the ROC Taiwan. 中华民国台湾外交部于大雷次长。Mrs. Cynthia Jiang, Director General of the Bureau of Foreign Trade, Ministry of Economic Affairs of the ROC Taiwan. 中华民国台湾经济部国际贸易局江文若局长。Her Excellency Dr. Candace A. Pitts, Ambassador of Belize to the ROC Taiwan. 贝里斯驻中华民国台湾地产地大使。His Excellency David Guanzhou Chen, Ambassador of the ROC Taiwan to Belize. 中华民国驻贝里斯前冠州大使。Oh, he's coming in. 大使好。Her Excellency Ambassador Florencia Xie, Director General of the Department of Latin American and Caribbean Affairs of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, ROC Taiwan. 外交部拉丁美洲及加勒比海司谢妙彤司长。Mr. Y.C. Tsai, Director General of the Department of International Cooperation and Economic Affairs, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, ROC Taiwan. 外交部国际合作及经济事务司蔡宇中司长。Mr. Augusto Liao, Executive Director of the Central America Trade Office, 中美洲经贸办事处廖宏达主任。Ms. Grace Wang, Chairperson of the Latin American Business Council, 中南美经贸协会王秀子理事长。Mr. Mike Huang Hong, Vice Chairman of the Chinese International Economic Cooperation Association Taiwan, 中华民国国际经济合作协会洪庆忠副理事长。那刚才我们的部有几位贝国的贵宾，刚才比较晚进来，让我们再次介绍 Honorable Jose Mai, Minister of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise of Belize. 贝里斯农业、粮食安全及企业部麦义部长阁下，以及让我们欢迎 Ambassador Stuart Leslie, Cabinet Secretary and Chief of Staff of Belize. 贝里斯内阁秘书长莱斯利阁下。再次欢迎所有贵宾 Once again, a warm welcome to our distinguished guests. And on this special occasion, we would like to invite everyone to join us in a photo call. Our official photographer will take photos from the stage. 那在这个特别的时刻呢，我们要请现场所有的贵宾跟我们一起加入大合照。我们官方的摄影师将会从台上为大家照。好，麻烦请贵宾们看向前方的相机。So now, please look at the cameras in the front. 好，大家有一点严肃。Now you all look very serious, but it's all right. Let's have a serious photo first. All right, 1, 2, 3. But on this special occasion, we hope that you can wave to us or give us your thumbs up. 1, 2, 3, thumbs up! And look at the camera! 好，请帮我们伸出大拇指，比个赞。好，谢谢，我们掌声给自己一下。Okay, thank you very much, and warm round of applause, and thank you for your participation. So to kick off, we would like to welcome the host of this seminar, Mr. Augusto Liao, Executive Director of the Central America Trade Office, to give us the welcome remarks. 首先，我们有请本说明会的主办单位中美洲经贸办事处廖宏达主任致欢迎一次，掌声欢迎。
贝里斯总理兼财政经济发展及投资贸易部投资部部长布里先纽阁下，外交外贸暨移民部科特尼部长阁下，教育文化暨科技部洪塞卡部长阁下，农业粮食安全暨企业部麦利部长阁下，内阁秘书长莱斯里阁下，投资暨贸易大使霍海梅阁下，中华民国外交部于大雷次长，中华民国经济部国际贸易局江文若江局长，贝里斯驻中华民国台湾毕坎蒂大使，中华民国台湾驻贝里斯钱冠洲大使，中华民国拉丁美司及外交部拉丁美洲及加勒比海司谢妙红谢司长，外交部国际合作及经贸事务司蔡敏忠蔡司长，中南美经贸协会王秀子王理事长，还有中华民国国际经济合作协会洪庆忠副理事长，以及今天最重要的在场的厂商还有媒体的朋友，大家早安。好。因为今天贵宾很多所以光念完这一串已经花掉3分钟。今天非常欢迎大家莅临今天的2022年台湾贝里斯经济合作协定投资及经贸商机新世纪说明会。不止贵宾很多，连我们的名称也都非常的长。那首先想要跟大家报告这个依据相关的经济数据统计显示，贝里斯在去年2021年的 GDP 成长达到9.8%，在拉美及加勒比海地区排名第5名。那今年预估可以成长到6.5%。那此外，贝里斯今年1月的出口总额比去年的同期还增加25%，所以各项经贸的数字表现都非常的出色。那我想在这边呢，我们要这样成功的这个成果呢，我们要非常感谢归功于贝里斯 Briceño 总理领导的政府，他把推动经贸跟投资列为最优先的工作项目。所以我们可以看看，从刚刚司仪在为大家介绍贝里斯代表团所有贵宾的职衔的时候，我们就可以看到一些端倪比如说，总理本身就兼经济发展暨投资部长，那外交部的业务也有含对外贸易，农业部的部分呢也含企业发展，内阁还有一位投资暨贸易的大使，可以说是全内阁皆兵、全民皆兵的方式在推动这个贝里斯的经贸发展，才会有这么好的结果。那我们中美洲经贸办事处长年以来致力于协助中华民国政府以及中美洲友邦的政府共同推广双边的经贸关系，也有很多具体的成果。但是今天我们很荣幸能够与贝里斯驻台大使馆、中华民国国际经济合作协会以及中南美经贸协会共同举办今天的说明会，在台北经济合作协定生效以后，在最快的时间，邀请到贝里斯跟台湾最权威的这个高阶政府官员来担任讲者，向在场的台湾厂商贵宾说明台北经济合作协定生效以后所可以为大家带来的各种贸易的利多以及投资发展的可能性。相信经过今天的这个研讨会在场来自台湾农林渔牧、进出口、医疗器材、观光及永续能源产业近100位厂商的加持之下，我相信今年2022年贝里斯的 GDP 成长绝对不是我刚一开始讲这个国际 国际货币基金预测的6.5%左右。我相信，因为 IMF 一定没有预测到今年1月贝里斯跟台湾的经济合作协定会生效，那它会带来多大的影响，我们一定可以看得到。所以最后在这边祝本研讨会顺利成功，大家都能够在这个研讨会收获满满。谢谢大家。
Thank you very much, Executive Director. Thank you. 好，非常感谢主任的致辞，谢谢，请回座。And next, we would like to invite His Excellency Ambassador Alexander Daryu, Vice Minister of Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the ROC Taiwan, to give us his remarks. 再来，我们有请中华民国外交部于大雷常务次长上台致辞，掌声欢迎。
They put me on your side. Allow me to speak in English. The Honorable John Briceño, Prime Minister of Belize. Honorable Eamon Courtney, Minister of Foreign Affairs. Members of the delegation, Minister Francis Fonseca, Minister Jose May, Ambassador Stuart Leslie, Ambassador Jaime Briceño, our ambassadors, Pitts, Ambassador Chen, Ms. Cynthia Jiang, Director General of Bureau of Foreign Trade, as well as Amalia Day, who's the Secretary General. As my colleagues at the Foreign Ministry, Director General Florence Sachet, Director General Tsai Zhong, Madam Grace Wang, Chairperson of the Latin American Business Council, Mr. dear friend Mike Hong, Vice Chairman of the Chinese International Economic Cooperation Association, CIECA, Taiwan, Mr. Augusto Liao, Executive Director of Central American Trade Office, CATO, dear colleagues, members of the Taiwanese business community, very abundantly present here today, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's a distinct honor for us, the Taiwanese here present, to have such an honorable presence of Prime Minister Briceño and his distinguished delegation, the high-level delegation. And it comes at a very timely moment, as Director Augusto Liao just mentioned. January of this year, the economic cooperation agreement between Taiwan and Belize came into effect. Actually, many of you were asking us when this was going into effect. Finally, it is, and there's no better chance for all of you to learn about business opportunities with Belize than the presence of this distinguished delegation. With us today, I think they showed you the list of the people who are here, people from our business community. And actually, it comprises a variety of sectors. We have, let's see, food industry, beauty cosmetics, trade, LED, green energy, industrial supplies, solar, biotech, forestry, food, also seafood, agribusiness, medical supplies, etc. Also, a large part, a good part of our business community here present here today is from the tourism industry, which is one of the important sectors for Belize. This is a unique opportunity for my compatriots to learn about the opportunities to do with Belize today under the presence of this distinguished community. The Belizean delegation. Personally, I've been to Belize many times. Marie Sharp's hot sauce is part of my kitchen, just like salt and soy sauce is. And after last night's dinner with the Foreign Minister Zhao Xiewu, which has some rum, Belizean rum, from today on, Belizean rum will form part of my bar too. Thank you. But not only Belize, not only food, which again, as government, we also, as the ECA became into effect, we've been advising our business community to redirect some of the purchases that they used to make from other sources in Central America, that the same products that they used to buy from other sources, now it's available from Belize at a better rate, because now we have ECA. At the same time, it's not only trade, but also what Belize offers. As I mentioned, I've been to Belize many times. It's a beautiful place, paradise on earth. It offers not only sun, beaches, but also very interesting eco-tourism, also archaeological sites, Maya sites, etc. So I hope that our tourism sector here will also find out more about Belize. People of our age may remember a singer called Madonna. I don't know if some of the younger ones know who Madonna is. But she used to sing, well, she sings a song called Isla Bonita. And, you know, Taiwan is called Isla Formosa, right? Formosa. Isla Formosa means pretty island, beautiful island. And Madonna, what she was singing, Isla Bonita, which means literally also a beautiful island. But she was not referring to Taiwan, but an island in Belize called San Pedro. So you know, if a singer of such stature as Madonna sings about how beautiful San Pedro is, you have to go and see how beautiful San Pedro is by yourself. So I hope that today's event will be a very well, will be successful, and it will be the beginning of a great partnership and long-lasting trade and tourism and exchange between our two countries. Belize has been a diplomatic partner with us for over 32 years. So they're not only our diplomatic partners, but they're also our friends. So hopefully our compatriots here will also treat Belize as our friends when we're doing business. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Vice Minister Yu. Please return to your seat. Ladies and gentlemen, and next we would like to invite Mrs. Cynthia Jiang, Director General of the Bureau of Foreign Trade, Ministry of Economic Affairs of the ROC Taiwan, to give us her remarks. 接下来，我们有请中华民国经济部国际贸易局姜文若局长为我们致辞，掌声欢迎。
贝里斯总理布里先纽阁下，家庭事务发展暨特使这个布里先纽总理夫人罗莎娜女士，外交外贸暨移民部长科特尼，教育文化暨科技部长冯塞卡，农业粮食安全暨企业部长麦伊，内阁秘书长莱斯特，投资暨贸易大使布海梅，驻台的毕坎蒂大使，还有我们驻贝里斯的前大使，外交部于次长，中美洲经贸办事处的廖主任，还有在座非常多的嘉宾，各位早安。我非常荣幸能够代表经济部参加今天的这个说明会，我也要非常感谢双方的团队在事前非常缜密的筹划，让我们这一次的说明会看到有这么多的嘉宾都能出席。那尤其呢是这个贝里斯总理阁下亲临会场，那也让今天的说明会的意义更显得它的重要性。贝里斯呢有一个这个美誉哦，就是加勒比海的珍珠，那也是我们非常重要的友邦国。我们虽然地理位置相距有些距离，但是两国呢共享自由民主的理念，而且我们也非常珍惜两国的邦谊，使得我们台贝两国的发展关系呢非常的密切。那刚才在这个刚开始的时候，主任有提到贝里斯的经济成长表现良好， 实际上我们两国的双边贸易也有很大幅的成长。例如像去年我们双边的贸易比之前的一年呢成长了76%。现在呢，国人都可以在台湾享受到贝里斯很好吃的龙虾。刚才于次长有提到这个贝里斯 Marie Shops 的这个辣椒酱，我们在台湾的网络上现在也可以购买。台湾跟贝里斯的这个经济合作协定在2020年签署，已经正式在今年的1月生效。协定的内容包括非常的广泛，当然有包括产品的降税，也包括了如何来促进双边的投资，还有进行技术的合作等等。未来呢，我们不仅可以享用到更多更好的贝里斯产品，对于推动双方贸易跟投资也有很大的帮助。那实际上我们也了解到，贝里斯为了吸引更多的人去贝里斯投资，也推出了很多奖励投资的措施。那我也相信在台贝 ECA 生效之后，贝方会提供给我们更多这个优惠的投资的保障，那也有助于我们进一步强化跟贝里斯的双边的投资的关系。同时我也要非常感谢贝国政府非常的重视开拓台湾的市场。这几年来呢，贝里斯的厂商都有积极参加我们所举办的各项的这个展览的活动。那我们经济部也会持续的透过外贸协会来帮助贝国的业者来台湾参加我们相关的展览。例如说，在下个月4月份，我们会举办国际礼品展；在6月份，我们会举办这个国际的食品展。那我也相信，在这2个展览当中，我们会看到更多更好的贝里斯优良的产品。也希望呢，我们国人能够给予更大的支持。那今天的研讨会可以让大家对于贝里斯有更多的了解。那我们也在此呼吁大家善用 ECA 所带来的优势，积极的开拓彼此之间创造未来更多的这个商机。最后我祝今天的研讨会成功，大家收获满满，谢谢。
谢谢局长，非常感谢局长的分享，请合作 ，Thank you very much. On this special occasion, we are pleased to have invited special guests from Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Economic Affairs. On top of that, we are honored by the presence of the esteemed delegation from Belize, led by the Prime Minister. 我们这次的说明会除了邀请到台湾外交部以及经济部的贵宾之外呢，也很荣幸邀请到此次正在台湾访问的贝里斯总理访团一行共襄盛举。And now, please welcome Honorable John Briceño, Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Economic Development and Investment of Belize, to give us his remarks. 接下来就让我们欢迎司总理兼财政经济发展及投资副部长布里先有阁下为我们致辞。
Thank you very much, and good morning to everyone. And Alexander, last night during dinner with Foreign Minister, you had us taking some drinks of rum. And my wife looked at me and said, "I did not know you drink rum." And I said, "I did not know either, but it was a good rum." Fortunately, we finished dinner a little bit after that, or else I've probably gotten drunk, and that would not be a good thing. But thank you so much for yesterday, and it's indeed a pleasure, a privilege for me to visit Taiwan along with my distinguished group, to be able to meet with your president and foreign minister and other officials. Despite the fact that we are still fighting COVID, and that we still are trying to remain within a bubble as best as we possibly can. We're still enjoying the warmness of the Taiwanese people, their friendship. Wherever we go, even at a distance, we can see that there is a special bond that is being developed between Belize and Taiwan. Taiwan and Belize, we have this very strong relationship. For almost 33 years, in October of this year, we're going to have 33 years of friendship, one that has been built on mutual respect, and one that is built on support for one another. Belize is a small country, but a country that believes in the right for its citizens to determine their future, the right for citizens to determine what is it that they wish. We are a democratic country, just like Taiwan. And whilst Taiwan is a much more developed country than ours, we look at Taiwan in finding ways of how we can learn from you. Presently, we have over 100 plus Belizean students here in Taiwan. And I must tell you that all of the students of Belize, they fall in love with Taiwan. Whenever they go back home, they bring back wonderful memories about depending between 2 and 4 years that they spend here in Taiwan. I want to tell you that we will continue to support Taiwan. Taiwan should become an equal partner in world affairs. You should be able to participate in the World Health Organization. You should be able to participate in matters pertaining to climate change and in so many other factors, because you have developed your country to an amazing point where that it is a loss to the world when we do not allow Taiwan to participate. Your country was one of the first countries that stepped up to help us in Belize during the COVID crisis. By getting PPEs, something as simple as PPEs that became all of a sudden the more developed countries started to hoard all the supplies. And you assisted us during this difficult time. Now that we're opening up our economy, we've been doing the best that we can. Because we depend so much on tourism, our economy shrunk by over 12%. But fortunately, this past year, we started working very hard in agriculture, in tourism, in services, that we managed to get back the economy growing to over 12.5% in 2021. And in 2022, we expect to have growth of over 6%. But I don't want to go into that, then I will leave that to the main speaker for today. I just wanted to be able to share my appreciation to the government and people of Taiwan for that support that you provide for us, and likewise the steadfast support that we provide for Taiwan and its people. That said, I want to introduce you the next speaker, Ambassador Jaime Briceño. We have the same last name. I am Briceño and he's Briceño. That is because he's my brother. And Jaime has been a very successful business man in Belize. He has devoted his life to business while I've devoted my life to public service. So I like to joke around and says, thanks to Jaime, I can do public service because then he pays my bills at home. So I'm eternally grateful to Jaime. But Jaime, along with myself, we has had several business ventures, from starting off with service station, being leader for the Shell oil company in Belize. And then he has opened up into the cable television business and internet, and then also invested in the second telephone company in Belize, and among others, cattle ranch and other activities that he has involved. I was told that I was to introduce Jaime, So I take this opportunity to introduce to you my brother, somebody that I love so much and that I'm very proud of the work that he has done. Jaime Briceño, please step forward.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister Briceño, for your warm remarks and staunch support. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you very much for that warm introduction, Mr. Prime Minister. Honorable John Briceño. Honorable John Briceño and Prime Minister of Belize, His Excellency Alexander Yi, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of China, Ms. Cynthia King, Director General of the Bureau of Foreign Trade of the Ministry of Economic Affairs of the Republic of China, Her Excellency Florencia Shea, Director General of Latin American and Caribbean Affairs of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of China, His Excellency Yong Chong Sai, Director General of International Cooperation and Economic Affairs of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of China, Her Excellency Ambassador Dr. Candice Fitz, His Excellency Ambassador David Chen, Mr. Augusto Liao, Executive Director of Central America Trade Office, our business friends in Taiwan, good morning. A little over 2 years ago, the global system suffered a shock, the likes of which would have been unthinkable just a few months earlier. COVID-19 entered our lives and the world stood still and shut down. We are still suffering from the effects this pandemic brought on our lives and our economies, even as we're slowly trying to get back some of what we regarded then as normalcy. And now I must add, we're already entering or suffering from another shock, the war in Europe that will have so many unintended consequences, some of which we already are facing in the skyrocketing costs of petroleum products. Since November 2020, the new administration of the People's United Party has undertaken fiscal measures to mitigate those challenges, which include taking a strategic and comprehensive approach to ensure that Belize is open for business. The purpose of this discussion is to look at the opportunities offered by Belize where trade and investment are concerned, specifically in relation to the mutual benefits provided under the Economic Cooperation Agreement, the ECA, between Belize and Taiwan. But first, let's ask ourselves the question, why Belize? Why invest in Belize in the first place? We believe that Belize has a number of advantages that make it attractive to investors. Belize is a natural investment niche, and there are many indicators which give us that competitive and comparative advantage. We are English speaking with a large percentage of population that is bilingual, that is, they speak both English and Spanish. Our geographic location gives us a time zone advantage, particularly with North and South America. This geographic location also means that we are centrally located between North and South America, and one can arrive at either continent in a matter of 2 hours by air. We have a government that is supportive of investment and offers several incentive programs to investors. 2 of these programs that continue to provide the most benefits to foreign and local investors are our Fiscal Incentive Program, FI, and the Designated Processing Area Program, or the DPA. One of the most fundamental advantages that we boast of is a stable currency that remains strong, with a fixed exchange rate of $2 Belize to $1 US. This has been the case for decades, with no imminent threat of devaluation or serious risk to investors who undertake long-term investments in Belize. The political stability enjoyed by Belize as a peaceful, democratic country also guarantees that an investor will be able to operate in a predictable business environment. Our legal system based on English common law, offers strong protection for contracts, land tenure, and the protection from arbitrary seizure of assets. Our final court of appeal, the Caribbean Court of Justice, the CCJ, is based in Trinidad and Tobago and is a multilateral institution, thus offering another layer of protection to investors. In Belize, the rule of law is respected, and thus court orders are enforced and abided by the government. Costs of operations in Belize are relatively low. Compared to other destinations, land, whether arable or suited for other purposes, such as for tourism, is relatively inexpensive and is readily available. Labor costs are also relatively low. This government is committed to raising the hourly minimum wage to Belize $5 per hour or US $2.50 per hour, which compares favorably with many other countries, especially given that our labor force is young and highly trainable. Our labor laws are flexible and uncomplicated. They provide protection to employees without placing an onerous burden on employers. Belize is connected to the world. Internet connection is widely available and prices have come down dramatically. Our international airport provides daily or regular flights to many major cities in the United States and to Central America. We are also well served by a national highway system which is connected to major highways in Mexico and Central America, and through Mexico to the United States of America as well. The fact that Belize is a CARICOM member state and a member of the Central American System for Integration, or CICA, shows an even greater commitment to undertake those disruptive changes that will ensure growth of the region's output. The CARICOM market alone assures market growth and investment opportunities. And I must add that is something that I think many investors should take a look at as using Belize as a kind of springboard for manufacture, production of products for sale to the Caribbean common market. We can see then that Belize enjoys many competitive advantages that will encourage any investor to consider investing in Belize. But as of this year, Taiwanese investors enjoy one unique advantage that applies well to your country, the Economic Cooperation Agreement, or the ECA, between Belize and Taiwan, that confers special incentives on Taiwanese investors and, of course, on Belizean investors wishing to do business with Taiwan. The ECA provides for preferential agreement for Belize's key agricultural and fisheries products, as well as for other goods. Furthermore, given the need to expand Belize's export supply capabilities, and in order to capitalize on meaningful export opportunities, the ECA also provides for financial and technical assistance from Taiwan for the development of institutional and technical capacities involved in trade, including in areas of plant and animal health, standards and technical regulations, and export and investment promotion. The agreement provides for preferential market access for approximately 200 lines of Belizean goods, primarily agricultural products. And you notice I have there these opportunities on NCA, primarily on the agriculture and agriculture and fisheries and agriculture, while providing for preferential market access to 45 lines of Taiwanese goods. Though these asymmetrical numbers may appear to be unfair to Taiwan, they actually present a huge opportunity to the Taiwanese investor willing to tap into and to develop further Belize's existing agricultural potential and production. And as I mentioned earlier, we'll be dealing first primarily with the first two areas, the agriculture and agri-processing and fishing and aquaculture, which are covered specifically by the ECA. But then we'll also take a look at two other dynamic sectors of the economy, which are tourism and offshoring, because I think these also present some excellent investment opportunities for the Taiwanese investor, or for any other investor for that matter.